Hello, everyone. This is the What is Happening to Trump video reading for Sunday, September 21st, while he's attending, while it's the eclipse, and he's attending the toxic masculinity funeral. Oh boy. What's happening to him? How's it going? How will it go for him the entire day and evening and 24-hour period to taking us up to Monday, midnight, his time, the 22nd. There. Ruh-roh. Well, no, maybe this is just the funeral, but this is when it's what's happening to somebody. There's a big transition, a big change. There's an ending that brings in a physical change and, a new beginning after that, but it's very physical and it changes life as he knows it. His challenge position or challenge card coming through in the reverse position is the Nine of Wands reversed. So this has him on edge and defensive, but really stubborn. And he's going to do something to alienate other people because he is paranoid. He's paranoid. It's going to be him next. But he has the utmost of security. Okay, so morning. I'm just going to go forward in time here. I should bring this up a little bit in a second. There we go. Yeah. A lot of reversals. Into the dirt. Sorry. Okay. And at the foundation, if we keep going, well, let's just leave that there. At the foundation, yeah, oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. So, I'll slide this over here for a second, or for a bit. So, he's going to be seen. Everybody's going to see him. He'll be recognized. The Queen of Wands reversed. I don't know if this might be Charlie Kirk's wife. I do not know her sun sign. Didn't care to look it up. I don't know if Christy Nome is there with him. Maybe Jasmine Crockett, because she's an Aries. Maybe she's talking a lot, watching him. Because she's always, she is out there all over him. And I'm here for it. The Knight of Cups brings through, whoever this woman is, this Queen of Wands reversed, whoever it is somebody who's judging him. But it could, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if it isn't Charlie Kirk's wife. If she's an Aries, Leo, or a Sag, this could be her. Because this could be a woman who is attractive and kind of helpful to him. But it could also be somebody who's very moralistic and judgmental. And they don't really have their own self-confidence, It could also be somebody who's lying to him, because this is what's happening to him. It could be some woman who's lying to him, and she's not making good plans. So I don't know, like, who, if it is Christy Nome, she's not doing well with that. I don't know if Alina Haba, she's an Aries. I don't know if she'd be going with him. Anyway, I'm just going to let that go because I think it's somebody lying to him, whoever it is, and who's very moralistic and judgmental. Now, with the Knight of Cups, oh, I forgot to say hi to the kitties. Hey, Belders. Hi, everyone. I still have to do that. Oh, my goodness. I have a list like that thick of video I need to do, call out, shout out names to your pets and to you guys. So anyway, the Knight of Cups coming through reversed is emotional manipulation and more lies and more fraud and people without healthy boundaries who are giving to get. So that's what he's getting all day. The Six of Cups reversed. God. Wow. This could be misplaced loyalty. This could be people that don't want him there. They are refusing his gift of presence. And then also people who are really stuck in the past and people who have experienced childhood abuse and trauma and molestation and maybe this is all about like the Epstein files, and there's a lot of Charlie Kirk's people that don't want him there. Don't want Trump there. And because, we have to remember in the beginning, well, when it first came out about the assassination, prior to his assassination, Charlie Kirk had been demanding that the Epstein files come out and are released. So that has this flavor here. And then with the Ace of Pentacles, this is somebody who is out of control, and they're kind of refusing any offers that I think what we're seeing here is, well, for sure, I'd be surprised if Melania doesn't go with him, because this is my Melania card. And it could also be Caroline Leavitt's card. This could be people that want to put the kibosh on people like Ghislaine Maxwell. This is her card too. And then we have the with that Ace of Pentacles is like holding down, refusing his offers. They don't want opportunities with him. Maybe he gets some booing. I think I'll use the Visions of Life next, because this is interesting here. And because there's this hold down, and especially with women, for him showing up like that. And then we've got a lot of criticism with this Knight of Swords reversed. This is people who are rude and hurtful and out of control, and this is happening to him, right? This is somebody who is inept and maybe even going to fall down on his face. That would go with his health reading. And he's paranoid about it. And this changes his reality with this Death card here. This is really interesting. So he's paranoid about his own death and maybe other people being in their leadership, because I don't think this is him in his leadership. I think this is people who are tired of his lying and his racism and his sexism and his, impulsiveness, and they don't think he's vulnerable. They don't think he's honorable and loyal. They think he's vulnerable based on these cards up here, especially these two. And then they're really rude about it. I'm thinking he's going to get a lot of booing and like, get out of here, leave. And heartbreak, Three of Swords. This is our lessons in relating card. You know, it's Saturn brings in lessons. Libra is all about relationship. This is hatred. This card has to do with hatred and betrayal and loss and rejection and even being removed, possibly. Maybe by the time, maybe there's so much booing or something goes on that they just leave, and that or maybe it's not so bad, but then after he leaves, quickly, or after it's done, maybe he just does a stupid little appearance like he's somebody and all that, and a bag of chips, and he's not. He's just this old man with the stupid Trump disorder. And what happens here is a rejection in the evening, maybe later on after he leaves, if we're going through time. Or maybe it's just, this is the whole experience at the funeral. Now, these two cards over here are at the foundation of the reading, so this would be going on for all day. So the Four of Wands has to do with an unhappy situation. Now, maybe he cancels something. Maybe there's something about security that he's worried about and he cancels it. There's that possibility. But either way, it's a bad day. And then the Ten of Cups reversed is our card for, the dysfunctional family. Always reminds me of, remember Jim Carrey? Pork and Beans. Remember the dysfunctional family home show on In Living Color? That's this card. So, but for him and what's happening to him is a chaotic environment and a lack of stability here. This is like a broken family, a broken home. So the Charlie Kirk people feel broken, and I don't know that, I don't know if I want to read on the funeral itself separately. Actually, I did in my live stream last week, I think, or the week before. I just can't remember what I got, though. Yeah. Maybe I will read on it separately. But before I close up here, let me use the deck of character, or not deck of character, the Visions of Life. And see, so that's this one here. How is the day going to go for him? Sunday. Eclipse day. Where hidden information is very likely to come out and create a turning point. That death card is definitely a turning point. That's for sure. Okay. How's it going to go for him? Sunday, September 21st. I remember what I got, that it was dangerous to go to the funeral. That came through the eclipse reading too. Yeah, okay. All right, oops. Right there. Whew. Okay. Five of Pentacles. That's not so good. That's like somebody with really low self-esteem, poverty of the spirit. No matter what he gets, it's never enough. Yeah. And hiding who he really is. His challenge with the Eight of Wands coming through in the challenge position would be that he's just not going to get what he wants. I think it's going to be a bunch of bad news about him. The results that he wants it's not going to work out for him. there may be like quite a bit of frustration for him. So, okay, let's keep going. Curiosity. Yeah, thoughts and prayers, that bullshit. Oh, yeah, it's not going to go over. He is not going to like what comes out on social media. And he's going to have to look in the face, look in the mirror. He's going to have to, somebody's going to make him look in the mirror. Like, who do you think you are, dude? Here we are with the Knight of Swords again. Isn't it interesting, this deck? That's why I don't, allow for reversals with it, because it's like the meanings are already reversed. God. Oh boy. Okay. I'm not going to go with that one. I'm going to do the one at the bottom here. Yeah. All right. So I'm glad this card came through, because I did tell everybody at my live stream last Thursday, I see this card in a completely different light now. I am going to ignore the optimism there. This is the Ace of Wands. Traditionally in the tarot, it is, let me show you real quick, just in case you're new to it. Hold on. It's the second highest energy card in the deck, and it carries a big stick, right? Okay. So I'll just leave it there so you can kind of see both. And if we think in terms now of, so look at I thought that when I was reading this card the other day, that this was the carnival barker. Like, we got this card for him on like the 19th, I think. Or maybe it was even, might have been in yesterday's. I don't know. Anyway, we got this card. And I was like, oh, this is interesting, because I couldn't figure out like why is the jester not having fun and laughing, but instead this guy's laughing at him. It's the carnival barker kind of a thing. But no, you know what this is? This is like undercover. This is the way Russians, like, because this deck is created in Italy, but it's printed in Russia, and I wonder if there's some Russian influence, going on, because to me, this is them making fun of, so this is the censorship of the comedians is what it is, right? This is the comedian here, and he can't say what he wants anymore. And this guy with the top hat and the one that, he has all the power, he has the jester's head on a pike, and he's flopping it around like, ha, I won, blah, blah, blah. This is like what Putin did when, who was that guy that did the puppet show? Oh my goodness. He has I can't remember his name. He has a channel. He has a Substack. But anyway, he did a funny puppet show that was Putin as a baby in a crib, and was it Yeltsin, I guess? That was like, how could I give birth to this thing? This is a monster. This is, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, this is what's happening to Trump, is that he is going to get the big stick and all the criticism, and he's going to have to look in the mirror, and he will be sorry for trying to silence the First Amendment rights. I don't think Charlie Kirk's people are going to like that. So I think this is all going to backfire on him. And then here he ends up isolated. This is our Four of Swords card. I call it isolation in this deck. So yeah, there's that. He's going to wind up down for the count, and they don't like him. So, okay. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and get this uploaded, and yeah, have a wonderful eclipse. It can be such a wonderful time to bring in all that new energy. Okay, bye.